Hey there, my name is Wayne DK and welcome to yet another exciting episode of DK's Car Show. So today we're going to be reviewing the 2014 Chevrolet Trailblazer. So come on with me for the full review. Okay, so we're going to start by talking about the exterior design. So as you can see, this is the front, and since this is an SUV, there's a very huge design with this large bonnet, as you can see, and it also has this large grille, which is split by this Chevrolet emblem. So this grille has got some large air vents, as you can see. So these air vents are to cool the radiator and the engine, which we're going to talk about in a sec. So yeah, this is the front design, as you can see. So these are the lights. So this one, since it's the 2014 model, it doesn't have the LED lights, so it has those halogen lights, as you can see. And then moving on to the side, so this is the side view of the 2014 Chevrolet with the Trailblazer logo here, so that you don't forget what car you're driving. And then these are the large side mirrors, as you can see, with the indicators over here. Okay, so as you can see, it has some side steps to assist you when you're getting inside the car. For those short people, they won't have any troubles getting inside. And as you can see here as well, we have a grab handle, which has a maximum load of 100 kgs, and as you can clearly see, I'm less than 100 kgs, that's why it's still intact. And then, so as you can see again, it rides on 18-inch alloy wheels, as you can see. So that's quite a big size, so that results in a big ground clearance. As you can see, the Trailblazer sits quite high, so it has a ground clearance of 218 millimeters, which is 21.8 centimeters, which is a lot, as you can see. So oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the color. So personally, when I first saw this car, I thought this color was navy blue, and my crew thought it was green, but on the registration book it says this is mountain blue. So I'm not yet convinced that this is mountain blue. So you can just comment in the comment section below what color you think this is, right? So let's move on to the back. This is the back design, as you can see. So it has this nice brake lights with the reverse lights down here, and as you can see, it has parking sensors here, and then your Trailblazer logo here with your Chevrolet emblem and Duramax diesel. So we're going to talk about this in detail when we talk about the engine. So let's just talk about the boot space. So as you can see, it has quite a lot of space. So with this third row down, it has 1,229 liters of boot space, but if you lift this third row up, the boot space will reduce to 205 liters. And then with both of these rows down, the boot capacity increased to 1,830 liters of boot capacity. And then beneath here, you have space to store your reflectors and yeah, any tools you're gonna need. And then over here, you have a storage compartment for your jag, right? As you can see here, you have your anchor points. So there's one for this side, and then another one for this side. And then over here, you've got your 12-volt power supply. So if you want to charge your devices or you're sitting here at the back, yeah, you have your power supply. And then you have lights here when it's dark. You don't want to see whatever you're putting in the boot, and yeah, then you have another light over here. So yeah, that's it about the boot space and the back design of the Trailblazer. So now let's go talk about the engine. So the Trailblazer is a 2.8 liter turbocharged diesel engine, and it's a 4-cylinder, by the way. And as you can see here, this is where the turbocharger is. So this is the turbocharger, and then it has 200 horsepower and 500 newton meters of torque, and it's a 4x2, so it pulls with 2 wheels. So yeah, that's it about the engine. Now let's go talk about the interior. Okay, so now I've moved inside the car, and as you can see, it has a nice creamy interior with these leather seats. So this is the driving position. We'll talk about that later on. So as you can see, this is the infotainment system, right? And then these are your dials for your AC, and then this is the gear selector, and then it has hill descent control. So this is the button to activate the hill descent control, and then you have two 12-volt power supplies, as you can see, one here and another one over here. And then this is to control to change to 4 high or 4 low, or you can put it to 2 high, right? And then these are your cup holders, as you can see. This is your handbrake, and then you have a storage compartment over here, and then you have another storage compartment here. So there's the glove box, and then another storage compartment. These are your vents for your AC, and then this is a cup holder, and you have another cup holder like this side on the driver's side. And then here you have a grab handle to assist you in getting inside the car, since there's an SUV. And then here you've got your sun visor with this mirror and these two nice lights, as you can see, so that you can see yourself clearly in the dark. And then you have another storage compartment, so this is for your shades or your specs, right? And then you have got your lights, as you can see. That's how you turn them on and off. And the sun visor for the passenger with a mirror again, and there's nice lights. And then you have your rear view mirror, and yeah, that's all about the front seats. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the driving position in detail. So as you can see, there's your steering wheel, and it's quite big and chunky to make you feel like you're in an SUV. And this is your display with the speedometer and the rev counter. And then yeah, this is your Chevrolet emblem on the steering wheel. And then here you've got your buttons to control the infotainment system, volume, and to answer your calls. And then it is cruise control. So yeah, this is where you set the speed for your cruise control. And then over here you've got your switches for your lights, to turn on the lights and switch them off. And like I had mentioned earlier, this is where you have the cup holder for the driver, and then these are the AC vents for the driver. And then over here you've got the openers for the when you want to open the bonnet and the fuel tank. This is where you operate. And then this is another storage compartment over here, and then yeah, another storage compartment down here. And then these are your pedals, brakes, accelerator, and then here over the door, on the door here, we have your switches for the electric windows, electrically operated windows. And then you can lock them if you want, so that no one can open or close their windows, right? Maybe you have children on board, and yeah, you don't want them to misbehave. And then here you've got your controls for the rear view mirrors. Yeah, we want to adjust them to the right angle. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Oh wait, this so for the Trailblazer, the driver's seat is the only one that can be electrically operated, as you can see. So the other seats are manually operated. They don't have the electric switches. And yeah, that's it about the driving position. So now let's move on to the back. Okay, so now moving on to the back, and as you can see, there is a lot of leg room. So I'm approximately 174 centimeters tall, and I'm sitting just quite fine, and there is plenty of headroom, so I can't complain on the headroom. Maybe if someone taller than me is to sit here, maybe they might complain about the leg room, but the headroom is okay. Okay, and as you can see here, I've got your vents for your AC for the back passengers, and this is the switch to adjust the intensity of the AC, right? And then yeah, you have a 12-volt power supply for the back passengers, right? And then here I've got storage compartment for the back passengers as well. And then here on the doors, so let's just here on the door, you have storage compartment for your bottles, yeah, your juice bottles or your water bottles over there. And then you have a light for the back passengers, and then you've got these grab handles. Yeah, right? I also forgot to mention that it has quite a lot of airbags, so it has 10 airbags in total. So you have these airbags for the back passengers, and then those 2 airbags for the front passengers, and then there are also airbags on the dashboard, so 2 airbags on the dashboard, and then 2 airbags here, and then 2 airbags in the boot. So in total that's 10 airbags. And then over here we have center armrest for the back passengers, and the armrest has got some cup holders. So yeah, you can store your drinks and enjoy them whilst you're being driven. And then you have ISO fixing points on these seats, as you can see. So that means you can put your child seats right here. And yeah, that's it about the back. So now let's move to the third row. Okay, so to access the third row, you first fold these ones down. So you lift the lever up, and then you fold this down, and then it automatically just comes up like this, so that you can get inside well. Okay, so as you can see, when you're sitting in the third row, you have very little leg room. So someone a bit taller than me will definitely complain, but the headroom is still okay. Yeah, there's plenty of headroom. And then here you have some vents for AC for the back passengers as well. And then here you have a armrest and a cup holder, as well as the side you have an armrest, cup holder, and then a storage compartment for the passenger this side. And then over here in the middle you have a storage compartment as well. So yeah, it's quite spacious. And here you have lights for the back passengers as well. Alright, so in total the Trailblazer is a 7-seater. So we have 2 people in the front and 3 people here in the middle, and then 2 people at the back. So that's 7 in total. So yeah, it's quite spacious. So yeah, that's it about the interior of the Trailblazer. So now let's go take it for a ride. Okay, so now I'm going to start the engine, and I just want to show you this cool feature that it has on the speedometer. So now I've started it, and as you can see, the speedometer, it goes to 200 kilometers per hour, which is the maximum speed, and then it comes back. And personally, I like that feature. And yeah, as you can hear, the engine, it's a diesel engine, and yeah, it's quite loud. So yeah, now let's take it for a spin. Okay, so now I'm going to take it for a drive, and as you saw, I put it in drive and the doors automatically locked on their own. So yeah, that's another cool feature that it has. So yeah, now let's go take it for a ride and see how this car performs on the road. Okay, so yeah, it's quite big. The bonnet is huge, like I mentioned earlier, so the visibility in front, it's not that good. But yeah, I think eventually you get used to it. So yeah, now let's go take it for a ride. And the first thing that I noticed, this car has power, and the throttle, the accelerator is very responsive. So when you just step on it, it responds instantly. And yeah, you need to feel the whole 200 horsepower. So yeah, it's quite powerful and very responsive. Okay, so yeah, the suspension it's a bit stiff, but it's not very stiff. So yeah, it's quite comfortable. You don't quite hear the bumps. Yeah, it handles the bumps quite well. So yeah, you have a quite comfortable ride. And like I mentioned earlier, the throttle is very responsive. So when you just step on it, it responds instantly. And the steering wheel is a bit heavy since this is an SUV and it's got the big tires. But yeah, it's not that heavy that you can really complain about it. And yeah, the Trailblazer, you know, so sit quite high, and you really feel that you're in an SUV, and you quite feel like you've got control over the whole road, or yeah, something like that. The feeling is it's quite fun actually. So disclaimer, this is the first SUV that I've driven, and I'm quite enjoying the ride. So yeah. Okay, so lastly, I'm going to talk about the cost of ownership of the 2014 Chevrolet Trailblazer. So this is an old model, and it's going to be quite difficult to find a brand new model like this. But the second hands, you can get them from around 11,000 US dollars to about 22,000 US dollars. So that's if it's in great condition. And then when it comes to the verdict, well, personally, I would recommend that you get this Trailblazer because it has the practicality, and from my experience, it has the comfort and the performance, and it also has a ground clearance for off-roading. So yeah, I guess that's all you'd need in a car. So yeah, I would recommend that you get this 2014 Trailblazer, or even the later model. It's fine. So yeah, that's it about the 2014 Chevrolet Trailblazer review. And once again, please make sure that you like and follow our Facebook page, and also like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please continue supporting DK's Car Show and keep on sharing our videos to your friends and family.